Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, here's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Drops it off for Coleman. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. D. Ford coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still third and long. Now Ryan going underneath. It's Coleman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here we go on fourth down with Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's first and 10.
Well, peeling back the curtain, partner, we've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word, going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons. Right back to him on first down. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Coleman on the toss. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Gun. Hey, wait. Right. Let's go.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now Ryan on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
All skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And all the way down to the 35. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Hey, gun. Wait. Space. Gun. Go. There we go.
Again, Ryan. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Move 45.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 18. First half in. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Black 58 rail. Ace.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Vic Beasley. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. It's fielded at the 45. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Wait! 21! Gun! Gun! Hey, gun! Hey, Ripley!
On third down, it's Coleman. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And now here comes Kansas City. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Caught here by Conley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind meld in there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now, I don't think they have any choice.
Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Slow. There we go. Blue 45.
Here we go. Fourth down, Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had 2 excellent conference championship games, but on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had 2 huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, everyone talking about the no call.
Yeah, and we should be talking about Legatron. A 48-yarder to get them to overtime. The 57-yarder to win it in overtime. He should be the guy who should be exalted right now, but you're exactly right. Nickell Robey-Coleman's hit on Tommy Lee Lewis in regulation, when I saw it live, thought it was a bang-bang play. Turned out, it was definitely a missed call. Plus, they missed helmet-to-helmet contact on it as well. So if you're a Saints fan, you are very unexcited about the Rams advancing to the Super Bowl, but I still don't want pass interference to become a reviewable call. The game flow is paramount to me. Let's not slow it down any more than it already is.
Yeah, it could be a slippery slope, then you start doing it with everything, right?
Next thing you know, we'll be reviewing holding. And by the way, you can probably call holding just about every play in the NFL.
Back now here on EA Sports. on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, Ryan. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Ryan now 9 of 17 through the air. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Coleman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Gun! Right! Let him go!
Coleman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Gun! 21! Gun! Get up!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They give them a gain of 37.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for two.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for two and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
Ace!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And now the decision is to go for two. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Butker now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't.
We got to watch. Didn't occur.